all so incredibly young. It's insane to think about.
It is absolutely mental to know that. These players are all still in school, yet they're at the top of Rocket League. A Chronic, twisting and turning, faking his way through, finds the first for Liquid.
Flip resets all the way down back to the ground and gets the tap in right on there. The post did not. Tough word. Because with Dynasty, I think of things like Dignitas. That type of Dynasty where they are controlling and winning everything. But passes like these, this team is just working together so nicely.
Everything seems to be going in their favor at this point in time. Look at that for a 1-2. 8-out just getting the smallest little
teams as well, where they're all capable of 1v3ing. Every single one of the players on this field can fully take control, get that ball all across the field and score, just like Oski is doing right here.
There you go. Joyo Kami, big mistake, tried to get the pinch downfield, instead just sends it right back to his own net. Oski predicting that rise once again was just already proven in the RCS. Previously playing for BS Plus competition. Can they make it 4? No, it's saved away. It wouldn't have mattered too much anyway here, Spooks. But rise up for this quickly. Is taken away from Oski. 0 boost in attack, time and space on the ball. One of the players jumping in, Joyo Kami. Oski beats out 2. Oski simply handing it off to 8-out. It's a wonderful play.
If these two don't team up after when they're allowed to play, I'm gonna be almost disappointed at this.
Been waiting for them to finally turn up to an event, and Monaco Gaming Show seems to be the one that they have. Maybe Vatira can put a shot in there, it's off the post. Another one comes through. Rise, late on in this game too, will tie us up.
3 people tried to read that bounce, and the only one who succeeded in it was Rise, making it the 1-1.
The midfield, Vatira, time and the ball, does take control of it. 8-out hunting for the demo, it's a Chronic, last man back, Vatira chance to shoot, decides to go to the backboard, another shot coming through, and Rise will be the one to finish it off. We're tied up in the series.
The crossbar denied him once, the post denied them once, and eventually Rise has a wide open net to shoot at, and Oski still trying his best back to see. I expected a Chronic to go for that backward hit, go for the solo attempt, but no, they're looking for those passes in those types of situations.
Wow.
And 8-out finds the bottom corner.
Oh, that is what I mean by unpredictability. I was saying Queso were the ones doing the majority of that, but Team Liquid showing us.
So is Rise, who climbs back up in the net and gets himself that save and block off this time around. Pass into the midfield, it's a good find, and 8-out finds the corner.
It's like a relay race. They're just passing the baton over to everybody, but just annihilating their opposition. There's a lap behind from Queso, and there's nothing
going for Team Liquid. And what a fashion to bounce back right away after losing the overtime, after losing your lead in the last 10 seconds, the last game. Bouncing back with a 2-0 is a wonderful way to do it. Or 2-1.
Oh, well, yep. You had to change it just the last second. That was a nice little play from Joyo. The question is, why didn't we see that a little bit earlier on? You knew at that point Team Liquid are just like, all right, Sam, we've won this one. We don't really care about this. If we field, Vatira will be the one to put it over to the corner. A Chronic. Move forward meets Oski. Oski for the double tap, puts it to the backboard. Who's going to be there? It's going to be 8-out, and it's also going to be a 1-0 lead to Liquid.
Just no fear in his head. Yes, there are 2 defenders. Does it matter? No, not really. Yeah, I find
asking who are these players, but my oh my, are they making a name for themselves right now? The answer is yes, but that's a big miss on a backboard. Chance for Joyo, who snipes out that top right corner.
Never count out Team Queso. One mistake, one tiny mess up, and you can see them creep up in your sight. Right there, Joyo knew where he needed to save. That could have been detrimental for Team Liquid. This is another opportunity. Team Queso is slowly amping up the pressure in the dying seconds. It's Rise, top corner.
Wow. Team Queso seem to have a response every single time that they go into a new game. Maybe the coaching behind the scenes, so I believe it.
They do it. Are they able to do it with 10 seconds and still in their own half? They need to be quick. 8-out, this ball gets pushed back to Vatira. Ball's onto the backward. Can he get it? The ball! He does get it!
My word, Vatira Shut Liquid down, why don't you? Look at the recovery he had, using every little bit of boost, twisting and turning his way up to that ball to get the gentle touchdown to confirm the victory for Team Queso. We're going to be right back to a tie series, and that would be something which I prefer to be no other way, Spooks. These two teams so closely matched, going back and forth against each other. They're making it 4 as well. Team Queso shutting the door and locking it shut.
Just getting one final goal to add to the tally. Just taking that home. It's always nice. It's always sweet. And Team Queso take the fight open net. No, he misses that. The one ball that on paper may have been the easiest for his entire career. And this ball finds the back of the net. What? Right, how do you do that?
Excuse me? Oh, Rise of Vatira, that's insane.
See?
Team Queso
does get a tiny bit of a touch, at least forces the defense to think about what they are doing. As Eito, a huge clear, this should be in. This is in, and Team Liquid bounces back almost right away.
Not phased whatsoever by that first goal from Team Queso, considering how much of a surprise it was. It could have had a bit more of an effect than it Spooks. It's simply ridiculous what they're showing us on the field. It's levels of Rocket League, which, quite frankly, you don't see every single day. Look at the pass into a Chronic. Oh my word. Team Liquid, brilliantly done.
And this is purely callouts. Oski probably said it quite early. I'm hitting it once more and then leaving it because I don't have the boost. And a dangerous spot as Eita brings it in front of the goal once again. Has a good opportunity right on here. Takes the control, gets the ceiling shot, gets the flipper set, gets it over one and onto a Chronic. And they do it again.
My word, Acrolic just seems to be the striker. Eito and Oski, two fantastic masterclasses in the midfield, looking like a bit of Iniesta and Xavi, a Barcelona line.
Doesn't have the boost, so he wave dashes around, gets into a good position and tries to flick into it, but it's not necessary for 0. It's just a big fight.
It is on levels beyond what we are seeing. Queso with Rise! They will find the first, and we are at a 1-0 lead to Queso. Liquid, they have time to fight back, but are we going to see a repeat where the
Team Liquid has had a big part of this offensive pressure. It's non-stop Team Queso surviving with that 1-goal lead. And is it going to be like you said, where they can survive? No, it isn't. Oski just answering my questions.
My, oh my, Team Liquid. They're not backing down. They're still here to play, and they are doing it wonderfully. First touch from a Chronic. Chronic again, just getting the double tap off the side. Chronic to the midfield. Oski beating out Vatira, trying to get the second touch as well. Pass off to Eito! And Eito will be the one to put the series to bed. Team Liquid have made their way to the finals.
He finds his way through the defender, sneaks his